Dr. Hilton Becker is a world-renowned board-certified plastic surgeon specializing in reconstructive and cosmetic surgery of the breasts, facial rejuvenation, and liposuction.
I've always been interested in science, and I found medicine intriguing. And initially I went into general surgery, but I found plastic surgery to be a far more interesting field. It was more innovative than general surgery.
I went to 6 doctors over a course of 2 months, and nobody would operate on the tumor because it was the largest one they had ever seen of its kind, and they were very intimidated by it.
I was wearing a 48G cup bra prior to the surgery from Dr. Becker. And that's when, as I said, there were times when I would walk, I'd have labored breathing and all the uncomfortableness with that raw skin that would develop under both breasts. It was a horror. Now, I walk with a different attitude. I walk so proud.
Well, as a female, we all have our vanity, and there isn't a person that doesn't know the song "You're So Vain." And if you really want to do something like this, I think you should do it because we have one life to live. It's short, and may as well look and feel your best.
Dr. Becker is the pioneer of the scarless breast lift, which he performed on Tina, who had a massive tumor removed from her chest.
You remember there was a very large mass because the silicone had ruptured and a lot of scar tissue had formed and had actually gone partially into the muscle. But we were still able to take it out through that small incision instead of doing the big vertical incision or the anchor incision.
I was so elated that I finally found a wonderful doctor that was not intimidated and by the challenge of this particular mass. And that gave me so much peace of mind. I was so happy.
And I'm very grateful that I have the background in general surgery and in reconstructive surgery and my wound healing experience, that I can put this all together and help solve a lot of the cosmetic problems that we see.
Dr. Becker uses a procedure he first researched in 1981 called PRP, or platelet-rich plasma. The procedure benefits scar tissue and is also combined with the patient's fat to build up cheeks, enhance the chin, and for breast reconstruction.
Your cheeks are fuller, your chin looks fuller, and your skin just generally feels very nice and smooth, and your neck looks much better.
After 2 weeks, 10 days, I see big difference. I feel refreshed. I feel good, smiling, happy, and healthy.
After researching plastic surgeons here in Boca Raton, as well as a surgeon in Boston, Andrea chose Dr. Becker and his office.
When I met Dr. Becker, it was great because he really made me feel comfortable with who I am and what I needed to do. Even though I had my own insecurities, he really made me feel that I could accomplish and get the results that I wanted.
You had come in initially requesting liposuction of your abdomen, your waist, and your thighs, and you said, could we at the same time use some of the fat to enlarge your breasts? And I said, yes, we certainly can.
So when I found out that I could take the fat and recycle it and upcycle it, I thought that that was a brilliant idea, and either you do it or you don't, because you can't save it.
When I came in here, like I said, I was broken. Going back and forth to a doctor who every time I came out I looked more and more mutilated. And I had no hopes of ever looking like or feeling like a woman again.
Dr. Becker was the only surgeon Sandy could find who would completely reconstruct each breast.
She was left very, very badly scarred, and we were able to correct a lot of her deformities using the adjustable saline implant that I developed. Well, Sandy, I'm pleased we were able to reach this point without having to undergo the major surgery that you had to go through in the past with moving tissue from the back to the front. We were in fact able to get rid of most of that tissue which wasn't serving very much purpose.
I sacrificed and suffered and went through hell to get these breasts that I have. And I am now a total woman thanks to Dr. Becker.
I love solving complicated problems, and there are a lot of new evolving techniques that we have available as plastic surgeons that can help these patients and make them truly grateful.